The last consultation I did, she was struggling to get her numbers up. We did an SEO audit. First of all, she didn't really have a podcast website. She had a website, but then her website linked to podcast players like Apple, rather than linking to her own domain-owned website. So the first thing I suggested was like, hey, you really want to create your own website. The easiest way to do this is there's two ways, either using podpage.com, which is hands down one of the best podcast website builders ever, and they have a free plan. Or if you're using something like I'm on Simplecast. There's also Libsyn. Having usually hosting provides you a free website for your podcast. Now, the problem with these, though, is they usually don't integrate any form of email capture, so you're limited, which is why I think if you're going to do it really right, do Podpage, because not having that email capture takes away from connecting with the audience. So that was the first thing we did. We saw that was a problem. The other thing, we started doing keyword research and saw she wasn't being populated for the main keywords that she wanted to rank for. She actually wasn't being found for any of the keywords that she wanted to rank for. So we did an SEO audit using a tool called Sem Rush. That's semrush.com. Did an audit there both on her podcast as well as her competitors' podcast to find out what kind of keywords her competitors are coming up for, right? And then we made sure to think about, okay, now that we know like what keywords that she wants to come up for. I'm not going to say them here because I don't want to give away all the work that she worked so hard to get. But we found the keywords, and people were searching. I'm not going to say her industry, but I'll say one thing. They were searching for quotes. It was crazy, the volume of people searching for quotes in this industry. And I'm like, wow, you should on your podcast website just have a bunch of quotes, because that means people searching the internet for quotes based in your category will then, if you do it the right way, they'll end up finding your website. You should also be having those quotes on your Instagram and be using these particular hashtags that we found out work really well in your Instagram posts. And so it's all becoming really keyword centric, and make sure you're being found for those keywords. Again, this can feel kind of daunting and overwhelming in the beginning. I particularly think Sem Rush is one of the best tools ever to make it really easy. Literally, I'm going to walk you through this. Go to semrush.com. Now, once you have an account, in the upper left-hand side, you can just search your keyword, your website. They make it really easy. Even if you don't know how to use the whole tool, just press search, and then the upper right, press export PDF. Now you have a PDF. You don't even have to learn how SEMrush works, but you have your PDF telling you everything. That's it, like 3 steps. Create an account, upper left, put in your keywords or what you'd like to rank for your website, upper right, export PDF. You have tons of information you didn't have before.